welcome back to the Fiore podcast. I'm joined today with varsity athlete Kahlel Martinez. So with that, let's get started. So first question for you, Kahlel. When did you begin playing soccer, and what was like the motivating factor for you to begin?
So compared to everybody else, I started soccer at a late age. I started playing soccer at 12 years old, and I remember I was motivated by my dad, who used to play soccer for a while. He used to play football, baseball, but soccer just stood out the most, and that's how I began my journey.
That's great. How come you didn't continue baseball? Just soccer was a bigger sport for you, like you enjoyed it more?
I enjoyed it more, I'd say. I really got into it. My parents got me into it. It's part of the culture. My dad's Mexican, my mom's Peruvian, and soccer is a big influence in those countries. So I just automatically got into it. My grandparents too also watched it. So World Cup started around when I started. So yeah, that's what got me going.
And we have the World Cup coming this year. Are you excited for it?
Very excited. I'll be sure to go to a couple of those games, at least for sure.
And Kahlel, what position do you play in soccer?
In soccer, I play as a midfielder and as a winger, anywhere in the midfield or wing. I could play anywhere, but that's typically where I've been playing since I started playing soccer.
Yeah. Could you say that you could play maybe goalie, if you could play anywhere?
In fact, I cannot play goalie because I don't have any experience there. But any position like other than goalie outside of in the goal box, I'll be able to play.
Kahlel, what would you say is like your motivating factor to compete hard in any practice or game that you partake in?
Yeah, so it's just really my self-motivation, discipline, my motivation to make not only myself proud, but my family proud, God proud, just everyone that I'm related to proud by just doing what I love the most. It's my way of, in terms of religion, it's my way of playing for something higher than me, something better than me, something better than this world for God. So that's what really motivates me. My dream is to go pro eventually. With many opportunities that there are, I'll hopefully get there one day, and that's my motivation.
Do you have any favorite pro teams that you're a fan of that would be like a dream to play for in the future?
Yeah, well, a difficult one to be is my team is Manchester City. That's my major team, but I'd be lucky to play for any pro team that I can.
You've been a part of many teams in your club soccer career. Which one would you say is your most memorable experience or your favorite?
So I've definitely played for around 5 to 6 clubs since I started playing, but I'd say my current team, OC Sporting FC, would be the best experience that I've had so far. I mean, we've played in tournaments like the Futsal Nationals in Las Vegas. We've played in many different places in California, and we're a very competitive team. I'd be lying if I said I was the most talented player on the team, because there's so much talent everywhere. It's players from Corona, from LA, so it's just, I would say I've had the best experience. I'm close to all the guys.
That's great. Fun. Yeah, what level is your team at? I know my team is Elite Academy. I don't know, are you Elite Academy? Are you a higher level, lower level? What are you?
No, so my team competes in the UPSL. It's the 4th division of men's soccer, considered semi-pro. Around there, I would say it's on the lower end of on the soccer pyramid for men's, but it would be on the higher end for youth soccer. So it's about the same. It's a transition. A lot of clubs transition from EA or MLS Next straight into UPSL. So it's a point where they could break at their they could make a break in at a squad that's higher with more experience, as a transitioning from youth to adult soccer.
What was your biggest accomplishment or memory from playing high school soccer?
So for high school soccer, I'd say since freshman year, we've made a lot of memories together. We've been all close as a squad, but I'd say my biggest statistical accomplishment has to be winning the Eagle Award my sophomore year, which shows my dedication and passion for the team. I'd say that's really telling. It was really humbling to receive that, and I'm happy about that. My biggest memory with the team, personally, for me, my personal one has to be my goal against Servite from an assist from Carter Evers. It was a great assist, and it put us 2-2, tied at Servite for that game. So we had a chance to win it. Unfortunately, we did not, but it at least got us in the momentum. I was happy to score. I was happy to have all the guys around me in the celebration, so that's my biggest one. But as a team, I've got to say, it was our sophomore year, actually, our win against St. John Bosco at St. John Bosco. The memories on the bus ride there and back, it was really fun. We all loved that, our dancing. And yeah, it just really showed how close all the guys are.
I remember that game. I mean, I'm on a team with Kahlel, and I remember that bus ride back. Trinity League is a really hard league. It was one of the teams that we beat that year. I remember the bus ride back, we were all super stoked, we were super happy, and that was a core memory for sure. Are you looking to get recruited into college soccer? I know you said you wanted to go pro, but next step, college soccer, where do you want to go?
Yeah, so actually, like college soccer recruitment process is still currently happening, and I'm still looking at different options. Um, I've applied to many schools. I'd say I'm looking to, if I'm staying in state, California Baptist University, Cal State Fullerton, great soccer programs, great soccer coaches. Actually, I'm in touch with a couple of the coaches at Cal State Fullerton. Coach George Kuntz, I've been to his ID camp. He comes out to our club games occasionally, and Coach Levy Toth, he's a youth coach who coaches this private training all over South Orange County. He's local for West Coast, I believe, is the last time. But yeah, and all like the coaches at California Baptist University, great. We'll be attending their ID camps for sure. But even beyond college soccer, I've been looking at options to possibly, instead of college here in the US, to possibly playing abroad in Spain, England, France, probably Italy as well. Different opportunities there to both play and study at the same time, so it's a combination and a cohesion of both of those aspects of my life.
That's really cool. I mean, like I was gonna say, playing soccer abroad is like studying abroad, but you'd be doing both. So that's two things at once. It's a huge accomplishment.
Yeah.
You said you would play in California, you would play outside of the U.S. Would you play anywhere in the U.S. outside of California?
Outside of California, yes, I have reached out to a couple coaches in Florida and Michigan and in Ohio. All of those have been like awesome teams, awesome options, both great D2, D3, D1 programs, and yeah, we'll just see what God has planned for me, what I see for myself in the future, and where I end up going. I'm excited to see it.
And you know, God always has your back. Whatever happens for a reason. He's gonna put you in the right place.
Exactly.
Whether in club or high school soccer, who is your favorite coach that you've had that's really influenced you to the player you are today?
Yeah, so of course, I have to say my favorite coach, like my all-time favorite coach, has to be, of course, my dad. He's the one who got me into the game. He's been training me, like even on days where it's been hard to get up. He's been keeping me disciplined, and you know, he's really been a driving force for me. Someone to make proud, someone to make proud of whenever I play. And you know, I'd be lying if I said he wouldn't be my favorite coach, because of course he's my father. Like, he's always been there to give me guidance. But if we're talking strictly club coaching or between club and high school, I'd have to say my current coach, Paul Caligari. He's a great influence on me. Like, I always talk to him, and you know, he always gives me not always what I want to hear, but what I need to hear as an athlete and as someone who's aspiring to reach a high level. Of course, he's played for the U.S. men's national team in the World Cup, so you know, it's like I've always heard stories from him, and you know, different ways to possibly excel as a excel at soccer. And you know, huge shout out to him. He's a great guy, great coach, and yeah, I'd say as a club coach, he'd have to be my biggest inspiration, my biggest motivation, as well as a club coach.
That's awesome. You talked about your club coach, you talked about your dad. It's great that you've had so many influential people in your life, not just coaches. You're talking about your coaches, but I know you have all these people in your life that are influential to you, and you're talking about your coaches, and that's really great that you have that to excel. And they're real with you. They tell you where you're doing well, they tell you where you're not doing well, but that's only going to help you in the long run.
Yeah,
you're trying to make pro.
Yeah, of course. Only things that'll help me, and you know, it's always great to hear criticism, or constructive criticism, of course, because that really, it'll get you thinking about like stuff that you've done, stuff that you could do better. So in the end, it's just all stuff that'll help you. And yeah.
If you see a kid, he's asking you, what do I need to do to get into soccer? What do I need to do to get good and potentially go pro? What advice are you giving them?
Yeah, so it's actually a quote from my dad. That's where I first heard it from my dad. I don't know if it's come from anywhere else or from any other source. It's how you do anything is how you do everything. Basically, whatever you put into anything is what you get out of it. It's always easy to say, oh, I'll do this, I'll start training, but it's a matter of showing through actions rather than through words. And it's never too late to start soccer. I started when I was like around 11, 12 years old, so it was really late, really daunting to kind of get to a high level from then and progress. But through hard work, I'll say it myself as a person who's actually gone through it. Like always, like training, being disciplined. Being disciplined is easier than motivation, or is harder than motivation, but it'll get you further. Because even if you're motivated 1 or 2 days or whatever, it's not consistent. But discipline keeps you consistent all the time. So with good discipline, good morals or whatever, you'll get to wherever you want to in life. Whatever you put into things is whatever you put whatever you put into things is whatever you get out of things. That's the main message for any kid out there.
That's a great point. Like, if you want to take 1 or 2 days a week, you'll be good. But if you put in 4 or 5 or 6 days a week, you'll be great. And that's what you're referencing. That's a really great point you're putting across to all these kids. Thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of the Fiore podcast. I'm Eric Fiore, joined by varsity athlete Kahlel Martinez. Make sure to check out the new video once posted on my YouTube and the new Instagram reel also once posted on @Fiore podcast. We'll see you next time.